What's up, y'all? This your girl, Danny J.
And Martin.
Welcome to our podcast,
Let's Talk Shit. Episode 9. Again, make sure y'all subscribe to YouTube channel. Let's Talk Shit Podcast. Hit that notification bell on the left-hand side so you get updated when we drop new episodes. Also follow us on the gram. Let's Talk Shit Podcast _. All right?
Yes. Make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe.
Yes, do that.
If y'all support us and y'all love us, please do it for us. Thank you. Episode 9. We're going to talk about that good old child support. That child support.
Okay.
What y'all think about child support? I think that child support, it can get a little tricky.
Okay. Do explain.
All right, so it can go either way for me. All right. If a man is on child support and, he's paying his child support on time and, he's doing what he's supposed to do for the children and this and the third.
Okay.
Kudos to him. But the mom is not using the child support for the child.
Okay.
That is what aggravates me. If the mom is using the child support money to go get her hair done, go get her clothes, go get bags and shoes and going out to party, going drinking and this trips and this, that, and the third. Now that is where it becomes a problem for me. I think that's very immature. You don't have your priorities in line because that money is not for you. It's for your child and your household to support your child. If you are spending your money on other things rather than, school clothes and things for your child or food in the house, then you're a bullshitter. Like, you're scum to me.
Okay.
It's corny.
Ladies ain't going like you. Go ahead.
Listen, I don't give a fuck.
It ain't going like you.
I don't care.
That's
like,
what be going on.
That shit's corny. Like, that shit's corny. That shit is called child support, not mom support. Like, it's called child support. I can remember a time where my mom was getting child support and she would just give me she would give me what she wanted to.
Okay.
And it was me and my little brother, so she would buy food for the house, and I think that's appropriate. I think that's very appropriate, but I don't like when moms are out here just stunting
Okay.
on their kids' money. At least, put some of that, if you got everything for your kid, put the rest of the money up for the kid. Put it in their, bank account or whatever.
Buy them stock or something. Think out the box.
Exactly.
Like, do something. Buy them a savings bond with it so it can mature,
And then, on the other hand, you got a deadbeat ass dad who doesn't work. Hustler. He out here 40, 50 years old hustling. And he's on child support. He don't pay child support. He in the arrears. He don't do nothing for his kid. None of that. But yet, he's with another female, and she has children. But he's helping take care of that woman's child. Now, that is where you draw the line as well. Like, now that is something where the court should be able to. I know you can't say, oh, well, he hustling, he make money. You can't tell the court that, because where's the proof? Where's the pay stubs? Where's this? Where's that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something. That's an understanding that you and your baby dad gonna have to talk about. But that's some bullshit. He need. I'm sorry, fellas. If you ain't paying your child support, you gotta get locked up. That's the fuck on you. Sorry. Bye. See you when you get out. I mean, like, you nutted in me. What? Like
kept the
what?
kid. What? Shit. You know I was irresponsible, but you still want to keep the kid.
Nah.
Who does that? What?
Nah. Fuck that.
Who does that? What?
Fuck all that.
Fuck.
Fuck all that.
You
No.
that dumb? You going?
Because at the same time, like, we both adults.
Okay.
I can see if we was children. If we were both adults and we both had consensual sex, you nutted in me.
Okay.
You know the possibility. What can happen?
Okay.
Either an STD or I can get pregnant, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I got pregnant, and now you want to be a deadbeat dad? No. No, don't work like that. Oh, I told you I was pregnant, and then you said, okay, you're happy that I'm pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I have the baby, you know, oh, well, I don't got the money. I don't got this.
He ain't got the money.
He don't got the money. Go to jail. Bye.
Nah.
Go to jail.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
I don't.
I do. But you
I
could be
don't.
out here hustling.
So you want him to be
Right?
out here hustling, though?
If you out
I'm
here,
asking,
if
you want him to be out here
no, I
hustling?
don't want him to be out here
So
hustling.
he could
I
die
want,
and not
I want
see-
him to have a career.
Okay.
I want him to have a career. But
Okay.
if that's his job of choice, hustler,
Okay.
drug dealer, whatever the fuck he wants to call it.
That's what you gotta live with. Then, if you know
yeah.
you fuck.
No.
That's a
This is my
possibility.
thing. This is where niggas get it fucked up, right? If you want to be out here hustling and selling drugs and this and the third, right? One, you out here risking your life, right?
Okay.
So you really don't give a fuck about your kid, right? So my thing is, if you're going to do all that, run the kid the money, okay? Take care of your responsibility.
Okay.
I
agree with that.
Take care of your child, because if you don't, someone else will.
I agree with that. But yeah, I agree with that. I'm gonna say my view on child support though, definitely a little bit different.
All right.
I don't know.
Let's hear this bullshit.
I don't know. For me, I don't think the money should be going. Depending, I don't know. I just don't think. I think it should be set up in a sense like a portion goes into the kid's account, like just simple as that, deposit where the mom cannot touch it. Then a portion to whatever if it has to be like food, but I still think that's funny because if you're not living with them at the end of the day, I still feel like you have a certain portion, but I think the mom also should have a certain portion. Like that is the parent, the live-in parent that they're primarily living with.
What you mean, the
Meaning
dad
that the mom
have a portion of the money?
No, as far as like if I have to pay, I don't know what would say for one kid. I mean, what's your estimate of what?
Say
like,
$400 a month.
$400.
Yeah.
That's what a kid needs a month.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing a number out there. $400 a month.
I don't know. I mean, sorry, 'cause I don't think a kid needs $400 a month. But
just say that.
But all right, what I'm really trying to say is that, like, all right, if I'm paying for my kid, I should just be paying stuff for my kid. I'm not paying stuff for the baby mom so she can eat too. Like, it ain't about. She should be able to take care of that herself. Even a roof over her head, she should be able to take care of that herself. She's a grown adult. I'm paying for the kid
to live.
She's not my responsibility at the end of the day.
Absolutely
the kid is also her responsibility. So if you cannot properly house him, then he shouldn't be with you at the end of the day. That's just my view on it. At the end of the day, as a woman, like, you should be able to also provide for your kid as well. It shouldn't be just my money providing if you're taking me. But in a lot of cases, that's not the case.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is, what you're saying is, all right, so say if the judge ordered you to pay $400 a month, right?
That $400 better go entirely to him. Go ahead.
$400 a month. Okay. The mom is working as well.
Okay.
Okay. The mortgage is $1,300.
Okay.
Right? So you're telling me that a single mom with a child. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I see you shaking your head. A single mom with a child who's paying a mortgage of $1,300, has a child, works, pays other bills. You're saying that your measly ass $400 a month should be doing something rather than like what do you think your $400 should be doing?
I hear what you're saying.
What should your $400 be doing?
All right, but before I even answer that, you said my baby mom has a mortgage for $1,300. If you can't afford it, why do you have a mortgage?
It's
for
not
$1,300?
about affording it.
It
Your
is
kid
afford-
lives there as well.
That's not okay. Again, at the end of the day, if you want to live above your means, that's on you. However, if I can afford where I live, I think you should be able to afford where you live too. It's just
But
that
your kid
simple.
doesn't live with you.
It doesn't matter.
Your kid is.
Why
doesn't
am I
live
paying
with
her
you.
portion? It doesn't matter. I'm taking care of my kid. I'm not taking care of my baby mom. That's not my responsibility.
You're absolutely correct. You
It's
shouldn't
not
be
my
taking care of
responsibility.
it.
That's not, and that's what, essentially, that's in terms that 400 ain't just going to him. That is going to be divided. She's going to take whatever portion, and she probably ain't gonna give him nothing anyway. She'll buy little BS stuff and use that portion. She should be able to. If you have a mortgage that's $1,300, she should be able to take care of that at the end of the day.
Okay.
That's not my responsibility to make sure that my baby mama house is she's able to have a place to stay. And you're a grown adult just like I am.
No.
My welfare is my child at the end of the day, but they're staying with you in your hands. So I'll give my portion up, whatever the court demands. However, you should be able to take care of your own. You should be able to do that as well.
Martin, I'm not saying that she cannot afford her mortgage. What I'm saying to you is,
Okay.
do you think that it's so? Say if you wasn't on child support, right, and your child lives with his mother.
Okay.
Her mortgage is $1,300.
Okay.
Her other bills is other shit, electric, gas, whatever.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that you should contribute to anything because your child lives with the mother? Sole custody is with the mother.
Should I contribute to anything?
Yes, you're with your child on the weekends.
On the weekend, so I got them 2 out of 5 days a week, 2 out of 7 days a week.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, weekends. Oh, actually 3
day and a
days.
half.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days. So
Saturday, Sunday.
I have a Friday. The weekend starts on Friday. We all know that. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you have them 4. I have them 3. My thing is.
Here we go.
That's something we should discuss, but I'm not
every other weekend.
But I'm not paying. No, say I have them like you said. I'm not paying her portion of whatever her mortgage is. That's her own responsibility. But what I will do is divvy up the money for him. Like that's your own. You have a 2-bedroom. You're paying for that. I'm not. That you have sole custody of him, right?
Yes.
You want sole custody, right?
Yes.
You're the top parent.
Yes.
So you should be able to financially afford the kid as well to be able to take care of it.
Okay, so how would you like it if she said, you know what? You don't want to pay shit, right? I'm moving out of state with the kid. Then what?
Then, if that's the type of at the end of the day, and that's why I like before, man, be careful who you impregnate. But at the end of the day, absolutely, I feel you. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna what? So now you're being spiteful out of money. So, like, come on.
So my thing is, it wouldn't be about spite.
That is spiteful.
It would be, you're not financially there for your kid.
I don't agree with that because I don't agree with that. So if you have a kid and do you tell you, okay, this is your place. You have a 2-bedroom. Now you're gonna go like, well, if I only had a 1-bedroom, I'll be paying this. But since you have a kid, you also, at the end of the day, like if it's that big of a deal, I don't mind. This is my thing. You have a kid. Say if it's for a 1-bedroom. Say where you live, a 1-bedroom is $1,000. A 2-bedroom is $1,200. Basically, that room is what, $200. With that kid, I'm being honest. I'm splitting it. Yo, Here's your 100 for that rent for that room, and then other stuff like food and whatever. I'll contribute that and other stuff. I'm not paying your part of the mortgage.
No, no,
I'm
no.
not paying
I
none
think
of
that's
that.
where you got me confused. I'm not saying that you should pay that a man should pay um mortgage for
I said part, but
part of
mhm,
well, what I'm saying is if your child is living
mhm.
at his mother's house or her mother's house solely,
Okay.
then you should be contributing to something.
As far as
It doesn't matter.
I'm asking,
Food, shelter,
uh,
clothes,
food, clothes,
shoes,
food, clothes.
activities,
I definitely agree. Activities,
sports.
I definitely agree. As far as like shelter, I don't know if I agree on that because he's solely staying with you, so you should be able to provide him full shelter. But as far as like food, clothing, uh, activities, being around, I agree with that. But as far as like if he's staying with you and you're housing him, then you should be able. Because I'm pretty sure if I had full custody, I'm not expecting you to provide towards shelter. He's in my house, or he or she's in my house. That's your responsibility. If you wanted full custody, you should be able to provide full shelter. You should be able to house him or her.
What y'all think? Y'all agree with Martin or do
Of
y'all
course, the
agree with
females are
Danny
not going to
J?
agree. Obviously,
Come on, people. Let us know what you think about this because this is getting a little. This is getting a little heated over here. This is getting a little heated. You know what I mean? But
all I'm saying is, and I get your point, but to me, I just don't agree with it because if you can't split custody, but you want to take full custody, then you should be able to. And I'm not saying all aspects fully provide, but if he's living with you full time, you should be able to provide full shelter full time. That shouldn't be an issue. But the other things, as far as like making sure, making sure that they're not. Now I'm not talking about her eating. I'm like making sure that you're putting money towards making sure that he's able to eat.
right,
He's clothed.
right,
Yes, she's not my priority at the end of the day.
absolutely.
The child's my priority. But she also needs to be able to provide that. I'm not helping to provide shelter because you want to take full custody, so you should be able to provide that shelter.
So to be honest, regardless, the judge ordered $400 a month.
Yeah.
Whatever I do with the $400 is what I do with it.
And no, you're right, and that's what's wrong with the system as well. It's definitely what's wrong with the system because you're paying money, and actually probably 90% of the time it's not even going to the kid.
That's true. That goes back to what I said.
And I feel bad for especially the people who actually like really make good money, or even like maybe even like 7 figures, A-list celebrity. I feel bad for a lot of them because they'll fuck around with either some weak ass stripper or some hopeless ass female who doesn't want to work no more because they're requiring the court to give them $10,000 a month, knowing damn well you don't need $10,000 a month to raise a kid, or even $5,000 a month. They don't need that much.
But they go based off your income.
That's also a problem because if she can't provide that lifestyle, then you shouldn't be able to just base it off my income. Like, to me, I just think that's crazy. At the end of the day, like, a woman also, like, obviously men and women pay scale is definitely different, but if you're gonna take full custody, you should be able to provide. Like, if you can't provide, then to me you're not fit to provide at the end of the day. That's just how I look at it. If you can't financially provide for your child, you're not fit. You shouldn't have custody of your child unless there's really something wrong with your partner that you're dealing with on some type of level where they can't have the kid. But we all know what the system always bails out females. It's just how it goes. But
Not true, but okay.
majority of the time it does. I just don't agree with that. Like, at the end of the day, and the system definitely needs, and especially women who are not using it on the kid, like they should have to keep receipts. They definitely should have to keep receipts.
I do. I agree
Their
with that.
spending should be monitored, and whatever is not used, that shit should go right back. Honestly, it should go back. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the system doesn't really. It's just not. It's not really beneficial. I don't really agree on. I agree on child support only for like severe cases. I believe that shit should be easily worked out. Like I don't think you should ever have to get the court involved when dealing with taking care of responsibility, both men and women. At the end of the day,
So let me ask you this: Would you? How would you feel about putting your baby mom on child support?
I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't do it. But in my mind, I would hope like you would be contributing to stuff for the kid. Obviously, nothing. If I had full custody, I don't expect you to contribute anything to the house. But as far as like, yo, being there, as far as like uniforms, that's both our responsibility. As far as like clothing the kid, that's both our responsibility at the end of the day. That's not just my
Absolutely.
responsibility because I'm a man and I supposed to be the breadwinner. That's your responsibility as well. Should be able to make sure that he's clothed and, you know, put shit down, make sure that he's eating fine as well. I don't expect you to be putting no money for no rent or anything or mortgage. I don't expect that, but you share the same. We both share the same responsibility. No
Absolutely.
different
That's
at the end of the
good.
day.
That's good. I know
Uh,
these women listening are like, oh, I want to be his baby mom. So you gonna put me on
definitely,
child support?
definitely not. Definitely not. If that's what you striving for, I'm good. Shit.
But I don't know, like it's just a lot of trifling. I'm not even gonna say just females or men. It's just a lot of trifling ass parents out here, and you know, with child support, it's for the child. It's not for you. It's not for your other children that you have with other men. It's not. It's not. You know, if you have children with other men, get child support from them too.
Mm.
Well, hey, listen.
Close
I
the
don't make
line.
these rules, okay?
Nah, you don't make them.
I don't make these rules.
I don't agree
but
with them, but you don't make them.
I don't make these rules. But if you're having kids by multiple men and they ain't doing shit for the kid, child support. That's what I would say.
Well,
Child support, child support, child support.
Stop fucking around and keeping them legs open. You know, makes
Well,
life easier.
listen,
But
a
and
lot,
dudes,
a lot of So, all right. So let me ask you this: Do you blame the women for fucking these dudes, these low life niggas, or
I'm not
do
gonna
you blame the man for fucking these bitches?
low life bitches. I blame both. Like it's irresponsibility. It's irresponsible on both parts at the end of the day. Like it's just pure. Like this is for me. Like if I'm just fucking, is no way in hell. Like if I'm just fucking, is no way I'm gonna try to. Like I'm not nothing in no chick I don't give a fuck about at the end of the day. Like I'm just not.
That's you. They ain't all of them.
I'm not doing that shit. Like and at the end of the day, like. There's dudes know the type of women where, yo, possibly if I get I wouldn't mind her having my kid. Niggas know that shit. Like, we all dudes, we all know that. Like, all right, I wouldn't mind her having my kid, and we know the type of female we wouldn't want to have our kid. We know that for a fact. So I mean, that's just it's irresponsible. It's just purely stupid. But again, I have responsibility on this on the dude. But when you're talking about women with multiple dudes. Obviously, it's different dudes. That's the same woman. So my thing is, if you fucked around the first time with somebody, they're not taking care of their kid. Second dude, they're not taking care of their kids. Third dude, what the system does, it promotes females. It really does, though. It promotes females to go fuck around. And I'm gonna just give him a child support because he's gonna take care of him.
What else are you supposed to do?
I ain't say.
You think we're gonna go in the streets and start fighting bitches, fighting niggas, and this and the third?
I never said that, but that's
court,
but that's
child support.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying. That's the mentality. Like, all right, well, fuck it. I had this nigga take care of this kid. I'm gonna have another kid. Mostly for that mentality, most motherfuckers don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing. They want to keep fucking around having kids, all types of shit like that, because they know the system's going to take care of them. And the system being the court. That's what people do.
Listen.
They know the system's going to take care of them. It's a bailout. That's all it is.
Wow.
It is.
Mm. Mm.
Like, yo, if you with someone who's not taking care of your seed and you try to, you try to do it where, yo, this is what I need, like, let's come together. This is what the finances need to be, and they totally against it. Fuck all that, I'm not paying shit. Then I get it. But there's some, because you mad at him, or you took him to get his haircut without asking. There's videos of that dumbass
Oh
shit.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
That video alone should have had her kids removed from her. That video alone,
Yeah.
to me, should have. But of course, the good old system, we know what favor it works in, so it's just not going to happen. But at the end
What
of the
favor
day,
is it working?
it don't work in the male's favor. I'll tell you that. For the majority of the time, it definitely don't. But
That's because y'all have egos. I'm not going to court. Majority of y'all, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to court. That's on y'all.
no,
Y'all don't want to do it.
even
We
the
gonna
dude
do it.
does the court, still gonna lose. Majority of the
Why?
time, it does.
That's not true because
The
I know
system-
a lot of men who have their kids.
The system, okay, and you know what? It must have really been something foul with that. A lot of times, it's very rare that the kid goes to the male unless the female has a certain terrible track record, a certain history, even drug related shit, or can't keep a steady job. And sometimes even with that, they'll still let the kid stay with the mom. I don't know why. She can't even provide for herself. The system works in y'all favor for most of the time. It just is. It always been like that. It's just like you could be a dude that you're well off and you live in this mansion. This chick has nothing, but I guess that's your fault. But has nothing. Y'all split.
No, it's not.
She gets everything. Like, so you have to start all over again. All the things you worked hard for, nothing that she worked like. When I don't know, for me it's like when you like, even when it comes to court and say if you're married and stuff, I mean, I don't take your last name. You take my last name. So you married into my shit. I'm not married into you at the end of the day. You're married into things I worked hard for, and it's this shit I built. So why would you reap when it's over what I built and shit? It don't, to me, that's not how it should work.
But you saying to what you built. Right, so
yeah,
when
my career, you shouldn't be taking all my money.
When a woman takes a man's last name, that's what we built, not what you built.
Nah, my last name's from me. So you're coming into into my shit.
So most of the time, when a woman comes in and marries a man and takes on his last name,
yeah,
she takes on his empire. She takes on everything, So most of the time, they build that empire together.
Nah, she's coming in to add on. She's coming in to add on to it. She's coming to add on.
When you guys split,
no. So why shouldn't it be a 50-50 split then? Why
absolutely,
do I?
It should be.
But
50-50.
it's never like that. Why?
It should be a 50-50.
But it's never like that though.
It's not.
It's never like that. You know that. Get out of here. It's never like that. Y'all take things y'all not even entitled to. At the end of the day,
that's not cool. I don't agree with that.
That's how it is. That's why a lot of people ain't trying to get married. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't blame them.
Listen.
I don't blame fellas out. I don't blame y'all. Get trapped. But anyway, like I said with the child support. Like I said with the child support. I mean, marriage is mainly beneficial for one group, but we're not gonna get on to that. But
oh shit.
It is. It's not wrong. It's not
into it tonight. We get.
It's not wrong getting married, but we already know marriage is for one group mainly. So it protects one group. Marriage don't protect the man. It never has and never will.
Oh. Marriage protects the woman.
Absolutely. I mean,
how so?
You're entitled to, if you split,
we're a little off topic right now, guys, but how so?
Because when you split, you're literally entitled to everything the man has ever earned and has worked for.
Not if you sign a prenup.
Exactly.
But
in some cases,
I won't be signing that.
In some cases, that doesn't work. But fellas, if she's not willing to sign a prenup, be very wary. Be very wary. I'm telling you, man. Gotta be careful. This is my thing. No one should be. I don't know. This is my thing. Woman shouldn't be against signing a prenup.
Depending on what the prenup says, ladies.
Of course.
Ladies, don't be fooled. Make sure you read it, and you read it very well before you sign anything.
But fellas, yeah, she shouldn't be weary. At the end of the day, you know, you know,
If
because she shouldn't be entitled to all your shit. That's that.
I mean,
not
if we love each other, why are we signing a prenup?
Because, like they say, love does fade for some people, not all,
But okay, what happens when love fades?
some people
Some
people find new love.
You gotta know who you gotta know who you're dealing with.
That is true, but some people find new love. So at the end of the day, don't make sure your shit don't get taken. Don't make sure your life doesn't get turned all the way the fuck upside down because somebody mad as hell you don't want to be with them or the shit's over. My whole thing is like when you do the prenup, yo, whatever you came with, just leave. That's it. Leave with.
Oh no. We're just talking about 50-50.
You're not taking my shit. I don't agree with that.
Oh no, we just talked about 50-50.
Yeah, if you put in your equal share, then yeah, but you're not gonna take what I built.